Hey, what's up traders? The FX Hunter here with weekly Forex forecast for the 13th November 2021. So as usual, we will look for the COT analysis of the majors and couple cryptocurrencies. Okay, so let's go. So as usually we start with the dollar index. We have this reaction on the monthly zone, and our potential target is this opposing zone around the 97. On the weekly we are reaching the top of this channel and we have the zone quite a little bit higher, right? So on the daily we have beautiful uptrend respected, and currently we are fighting on this zone, which I'm expecting to be removed. Once this happened, it means that this 4-hour zone will be removed as well, and I'm expecting the price to continue higher in these zones in this channel, right? So now is the question how that's gonna be play out, right? If we will see the pullback first, that means that this zone is not valid, or if we will see first the move higher and then the pullback, right? So that's what I'm waiting for, because currently we are in the nowhere on this 4-hour time frame, and the places where I want to trade is here or here, right? So price could do anything in here, so that's what I would be waiting for and watching it. Regarding the COT data, we cannot see much here, because here was the trick which the market makers played. We can see that they are in the long term, they are quite aggressive in the longs, and they are cooled off in the short side, so that means it's a bullish 81% to the long side, right? However, we cannot see what happened here on this move, because of course they did this trick again on the Tuesday when the COT data report was here. They reported the data and then they moved this price up on the next day. So basically we cannot see this bullishness on the COT data yet. However, we can see that is very bullish on the long term, so waiting for the pullbacks or how it's gonna be played on this 4-hour zone. Let's go to the next one, which is the euro. And the euro, we can see this monthly test of this supply zone, and the potential target is 1.125 on the monthly and the weekly, so there is a lot of room to drop. Now it's only waiting how it's gonna be played. We are sitting on this daily demand zone, and we are sitting on this 4-hour demand zone as well, and here is as well this bottom of the channel. So now again I'm waiting how the price will react in here, and if we get some nice pullback into the opposing supply zones, I will be looking for the shorts, right? So what I will be watching is definitely the bottom of this low, and around this 0.68 Fibo and this supply zone. So here I will want to see some nice pullbacks. If the price is going higher, I will probably not be taking the longs, or definitely not with the big lots, because it's a counter trend. If you look to the COT data, we can see that basically the banks are taking the profits of this high volume which they reach, right? And we can see slight it's dancing around the 50% exposure. However, I think we will see this will go much higher for the short side. So the price still has this room to drop lower, and here is where we get into the extremes on the COT data. So next one is a USD franc. We have beautiful reaction on this monthly demand zone, and we have this trend line here which was 3 times tested, and I'm thinking it's gonna be broken up and the price will come into the 0.96, which is the monthly demand, and it's quite a lot of room to go higher, right? If it happens like this, it's possible, because we can see it happen in here, but most likely it will be a lot of this structure. So here on the weekly we have a test of this demand zone. This supply zone was almost tested here, so it's almost a second test, and I'm thinking it's gonna break. Why? Because the monthly zone is in the control and it's stronger than the weekly, right? On the daily we have test of this channel, we have removal of this zone and test another one, right? So that's why the price will be might ranging in here, and if it pullbacks down into this 4-hour zone, which is the zone, I mean this small pause is where a lot of power was accumulated to break out through this one and remove this one. So that's why I'm thinking the market makers might be interested to trade here again. So that's what I will be watching. If the price will come slightly higher in here Might be might take a short-term short with the small loss because it's a counter trend, right? If we check the COT data, we can see that it's getting bullish against the almost no longs, right? It's a 94% exposure. That's a quite huge. There will be some profit taking, we will see. However, they started to add the longs quite recently, so we will see how this will be with the Swiss franc. It's 94% is quite big exposure to the long side, so careful. Next one is pound. I'm expecting the pound to drop into this monthly zone around 1.31 or something like that. But first, here will be probably the bounce from this weekly zone. So this is still anyway something around almost 150 pips, right? So here I've been waiting for the trade actually the last week, which did not happen on this 4-hour zone. So it happened from this daily zone, which I missed. And currently I'm expecting price to pull back, and this one or this one around 135 or 136.5. I'll be looking for the short. So what I need to see is how the price comes up. I need to break off the structure, then pull back, and then the short. So that's how I will find out if this zone or this one will be working. So definitely bearish on the pound. But on the COT, we can see that basically the banks has been adding the longs for the last 3 weeks. But here is the trick. They've been adding the longs position. I've been explaining this on the previous Forex market preview, but basically we have seen that they've been adding the longs in here. Then the price have been here. They reported these longs, and then the price drop lower, right? And we can see they already showing the shorts, right? And again, we are seeing they added 8k longs, right? So it looks like they want to give us the illusion that it's bullish. But look what has happened. Basically Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right? That's what we don't have the data. And where was the report? In here. So basically they added the longs to bring the price higher here. What they did the next day, immediately after they reported this, they closed it and they took the price down. That's why they're doing it, right? So yeah, pound expecting some pullback, then short, right? Of course the price can drop like this, but I'm not interested to short it down here. Next one will be Aussie long-term reaction on the monthly, weekly, the rate above that. Then we have this removal of this zone, creating the new one here, reaction on this daily, again rate above. So what we expecting in here, we have this reaction on this channel, and I'm expecting the price to come to the bottom of this channel, which is as well this zone on the weekly. So a lot of room to go lower. And what I'm expecting here, pull back to this daily zone or this 4-hour zone, which is actually nested in this daily zone, and I will be looking for the shorts around here, right? So what could be might happening the next week? The price will be doing something in here, you know. It can be boring week, but I'm not sure if I want to take longs just for this pullback, you know, because all the force is down and you never know when it will come back, right? So only looking for the shorts in this one. So what's going on the COT data here is quite clear, right? We don't see any longs, we see quite big shorts. That's quite clear here on the Aussie. Next one is Kiwi, and we have the reaction on the monthly, reaction on the weekly, another reaction on the weekly. Price could drop all the way down to this bottom of this channel and this demand zone, right? So that would be quite a nice drop. So the pullback to this new zone, which been created after the removal of this one in this week, and into this 4-hour zone, it could give us perfect opportunities for the shorts. If you look to the COT data on the Kiwi, that doesn't look too clear. We can see that they've been adding some longs positions in here. We can see that. But look, they've been building the shorts as well. And again, where was the data report? Tuesday on the top. So on the top, they reported big longs, right? And what they did next day, immediately they manipulated the price down. So we don't see that they, next week, I think that we will see that they close these shorts, right? Okay, so it's bearish. Next one is USDCAD, nice reaction on the week monthly, nice reaction on the new weekly zone, which I actually removed this, so it's like actually 3 weeks ago, but the price was ranging and boring in here. You can see that on this daily, right? There was not much happening until the last 3 days of this week, when the price broke this zone after the previous 3 weeks, right? So yeah, we have the break of the zone, and now we reached this daily zone. So what I'm expecting in here is this 4-hour zone broken as well, and it was caused by this accumulation. So if the price, I don't know what the price will be doing in here, and I'm waiting, you know, because I want to trade here or maybe here, you know. In here I want to take maybe some short, and here of course the long. Now we are here in the middle, and I don't want to do anything in here. So yeah, again, if we check the COT data, we will see basically we will not see anything here on the USD CAD, because look, we can see how the banks they've been reducing their longs positions, but we again don't see this, right? Because here is the COT data report, and they move it after that, right? What we see with the shorts, we don't see. We see it was been growing, you know, somehow still a set dancing around this 50%, you know, nothing really like clear, not much, but the market structure says that they're clearly like it's a bullish, and it will go higher, right? So oh yeah, next one is the okay. So here I forgot. So most likely what I want to do is, if the price retraces back down into this zone, I will be looking for the longs here, right? Okay. Next one is a USDJPY, very bullish, right? We have removal of this monthly zone. It's a big thing, removal of this weekly zone. So if the price pullbacks down here, that would be great. However, I'm not sure if that happens, but on the daily, we have reaction on the top of the channel. We have this zone removed, price retraced back, right? So it could drop from here. And on the 4 hours, if this structure is broken, it could drop lower, right? So we could see a short. If we look to COT data, we can see that the banks started to close their profits from the longs, but they closed the shorts as well, right? But still, they closed the shorts. Okay, so we can see the shorts closed on this drop, right? And here is the what happened after that, right? So difficult. It's if we take the shorts, it's a big counter trend trade, but most likely it can happen, because we can see the 2 zones has been taken out, you know. So what most likely the trade is doing here, they trading the breakout, you know. So we will see. This trade doesn't give me too much odds, and I don't want to trade the counter trend. So if it doesn't give any good opportunity, you know, I can skip the trade. Markets never end. So USDJPY not so attractive. This is a gold, and gold is amazing. Look how this monthly zone that created this move is supportive, right? And now this monthly candle looks good, so it's breaking through the previous 4 months high, right? But we are reaching this weekly supply zone and the daily supply zone, where we could get some pullback. On the 4 hours, we have this beautiful zone that removed these 2 opposing zones. So if we get some pullback, then some potential long in here. In the COT data, we can see that the gold is getting bullish. We can see how the longs growth, and we can see the shorts being closed, right? We have 215 a net again, which is the biggest one after the, let's say, previous 4 months. So after these 4 months, we have the biggest positions in here, right? So after these 4 months, we're getting the biggest one. So it's good. The gold looks good. I would be taking only the longs currently. Let's go to the Bitcoin. What we can see in here, of course, I am bullish. I'm big Bitcoin bull. Not everyone agrees with me. That's okay. Of course, that's why the market works like this. Everyone have different opinion. So I'm thinking the price could come into this top of this long-term channel, which is here in the confluence of this short-term channel. I mean short-term, you know, it's of course 1 year, but yeah. I'm thinking we're going here, which is a 220k. It of course can make some extensions. I will be taking the half 50% of my back. I will be taking profit here. Here we have on the weekly beautiful zone. I don't think it will drop down here, but if that happens, that would be nice, and price can go even higher. Here is the zone on the daily, so maybe some retest, or I don't know what the price will be doing in here, but still these couple zones, which is so it's around the 56k, around the 62, they looks good for the potential longs. I don't recommend anyone to trade the Bitcoin on the CFD or some leverage, because it's very volatile and it can liquidate you very easily. So I'm buying that on the spot, you know. So even here, as the price dropped like 30k, nothing happened to me, you know. I mean, just face a little bit drawdown and down in profit again. So yeah, so I will bring some on-chain metrics now. So this actually this data is telling us this realized Hoover ratio. I explained this indicator in my Telegram channel, so if you interested, you can look at it. Basically, every market top was marked by this indicator when the hodl of the bitcoins maturated in their positions. So here we are now, and we still have a lot of room to go in this top of this indicator. So it's quite bullish, right? Another indicator I want to show you is this one. Let me actually hide this and let me bring it in here. So yeah, so it's the exchange net positions of the all exchanges, right? So what we are seeing in here, that is basically that the bitcoins are leaving the exchanges, and when this is happening, the price started to grow, right? That's what we can see always in the past history. When the bitcoin started to leaving the exchanges, price started to move higher, right? And currently a lot of bitcoins are leaving exchanges. And let me zoom this one a little bit. I quite like this indicator. So this one is as well showing the balance of the bitcoins on the exchanges. And here in the past, we have seen that once their bitcoins leaving exchanges, price start to move higher, right? And before the price before the trend ends up and price start to drop, we need to see the bitcoins to come to the exchanges, right? So we need to see supply coming to the exchanges, then the price can drop, then the people start to sell their bitcoins. Here we are now, and here is actually what's happening for the last since the 2020. The bitcoins are still leaving the exchanges while the price is going up. So before this trend ends, we need to see the bitcoins coming to the exchanges, right? Until this happens, the price still can be growing up, right? And once the bitcoins, a lot of supply will be there, people will start to sell, and then the price can start to drop, right? But this is still not happening yet, so that's why I'm still bullish on the Bitcoin. Okay, so next one is Ethereum. I'm seeing a couple nice levels here to be good for the longs, and my target is a 10% of the Bitcoin price, which will be 20,000. Which is top of this daily channel, which I'm sorry I didn't include it in here. So Ethereum definitely bullish as well. If you look to this interesting data as well, so we can see that basically similar indicator. We can see if the Ethereums are leaving exchanges, price is rising, and that's what actually happening right now, right? Ethereums are declining to the historical lows on the exchanges while the price is growing, right? So still bullish for me. Not Ethereum is coming to the exchanges, so not the price is dropping yet. right? And the last one is the Solana, and Solana, I'm quite bullish on this one. As I said in my Telegram channel, I sold my back on the 252, and I will be looking to buy back on this zone, which is around the 200. So if the price drops down here, which is around here on the 4 hours, I will be looking for the buying it back. So yeah, all right, my friends, all these analyses are of course included as well on my trading view, so you can visit my trading view, and what is in there as well is that all the COT data are included there too. All right, bye bye.